Hi Flosstube, this is Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 21. If you're new to this channel, this is a channel about cross stitching, so I hope you stick around and like what you see. If you do all the things, like, subscribe, comment. If you're returning, thank you for choosing me again to spend some time with. Loving all your comments and contributions to my channel, so thank you. So I have my list. I should bring it closer. So let's dive right in. Updates, okay? Super Bowl, yes, watched it, loved it. I am one of those crazy people that scream at the TV. It was good. It was good. My husband was at work and I sent him a text and I was like, dude, I want to get back into watching my Sunday football next year. I missed it greatly. I would like watch and scream at the TV and cross stitch and do all the things. So he was like, okay, but we'll see. Anyway, it was fun. Good Sunday. Another update. I don't always show flosses on here, so I ran to my local or my L&S to pick up some flosses, which I'll show you at a later date when my project gets in, but I'm jumping onto that Baby It's Cold Outside sale, but I changed the colors, and so I went and picked them up based on my Missy, I'm gonna put her name here. She's somebody I started following on Insta. Well, I have followed her for a long time, but I love her color changes. She's like my new bestie. Please put all the color changes. Anyway, I'll put her name if I didn't already. So I picked those up, and while I was in there, this is the funniest thing. My daughter colors her hair this red, maroon, I don't even know what color to say it is, but she found a classic color work, I think it was, and she was like, Mom, that's my exact hair, look, it matches. And it did. We held it up to her hair and it matches, and she's like, will you buy me this so that when I go to the salon I can just take it with me? And it cracked me up. So yeah, that's what we did. I bought her one and I want to really stitch with it, stinker, but oh well. It's the things we do for our kids. So all right, let's jump into my Opie, stop. My stitching. Sorry about that. When my dogs bark, I try to correct them because it can cause your dogs to bark. So, because that's what happens at my house. So, anyway, jumping into stitching. Finishes. I have 2 finishes this week. And where's my board? Board. This one is Spring Smalls by Lizzie Kate. I made some color changes. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I probably wouldn't be able to find them. Or I didn't write them down. Let me rephrase that. So this is stitched on 36 Lakeside Navy Bean. That was a change for me. Yes, there's a lot of extra fabric. This was originally intended for a different project, and I decided to go with this one for it. So my next finish is Spring, I call it the Seasons by Lizzie Kate. So it's another spring. Again, changed up a few of the things in here. And this is stitched on 16 count Aida called Gold Rush by Be Stitch Me Fabrics. And I love her fabrics, so that was fun. So that was my finishes. Trying to keep my mess a little bit together. So I'm gonna go and show you some past finishes. There are absolutely no dates on these. Oh wait, I lied. 2005 is on this one. P.S. I love you. I think I just saw Snug Harbor Crafts share this one also, so that was super cute when I saw it. This sits in my house in February of the year. And the second one, no idea who it is. And it's a tuck pillow, and it says love. So that's a couple of my Valentine decorations that I stick out. This is just one of those. I've seen Married with Stitches show these kind before, but it just tucks in there. I didn't make this pillow, I bought it, and you just tuck the fabric or the pattern inside there once you've stitched it. So yeah. One other thing, this is a past finish / haul you've already seen it fully finished, but I was waiting to find how to display it. So these are, oops, these are the New York Dreamer series. And all right, now that I'm moving it around, it's not working. But these are, what did they call, the Tabasco baskets, I guess. I bought this at Hobby Lobby. And there's 4 magnets on the back. And maybe they're not the strong enough magnets. I think that once I'm not jostling it around, it'll be fine. But this is how I'm going to display it. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do fancy frilly stuff. That stuff, I'm not good at that yet. I'm not good at the ribbons and whatnot. But some of it's because I don't take the time. Because I know with Java Girls tutorial, I can pull it off. I've just kind of been too lazy to take the time to do it. I'd rather be stitching. So that's that. As far as my finish and past finishes and fully finishes and whatnot. So what have I been stitching on this week? My whips. I have a pile here, like my hand literally stops right here. But so we're gonna dive in. Diving in first. Live Simply. This is stitched on 25 count Lugana Heritage, and I finally cut down my fabric, so I gotta make sure I'm not showing the wrong side. This is where I am. I'm doing this on I'm almost to the bottom. I got one more leaf here, and then that shows me where the grass goes all the way across. So I almost have the whole border done. So since I've seen you last, I probably have only put these leaves down that side. But I actually, now that I get to this point, I'm loving it. I'm still stitching on it every day. I am participating in embroidery. I don't remember the name of the site, Facebook site. If I remember, I will put it down below. I will post it here. But it's a love to stitch challenge, to where you stitch for 20 minutes a day for the entire month of, or no, 30 minutes a day for the entire month of February. So I'm just continuing on this for that challenge. So yeah. So that's been fun, and it's kind of, I was getting burnt out on this in January when I stitched on it every day, except I missed one day. And I think for whatever reason, this challenge to where I'm stitching along with a bunch of other people for 30 minutes a day has like re-inspired me. So it's going to give me the push to get a solid, good start on that piece, if that makes any sense. My next piece is my One Nation Sal by Bygone Stitches. I am loving this. This is stitched on 32 count vintage country mocha. Someday I will get this right. Yeah. And this is where I am. So I added my star. I'm gonna do some extra work this week, getting some more blue here. And the word Massachusetts. Loving how it looks. Loving how it looks. Now, I've got one more thing to say about this project that I'm super excited about. Over the weekend, I decided to do a little extras, and you'll see that when I get further down into like things. But one of the things, and I'll mention it, are thread drops. When I met Jen Lee the last time at Craft Gallery, I was like, okay, I'm kind of a hands-on kind of person, so a lot of times you have to show me things, and I wasn't understanding how the whole thread drop thing worked. So I made these, and this is how I keep, this is my first project that I've used thread drops on, so the jury is still out, kinda. I love this. So Jen Lee taught me how to take, I use my needle usually, but how to take one, like I just need an ecru, and I pull it out, and then I have my one. It has been a game changer how fast I'm able to rethread my needle and keep moving on this project. So, it honestly makes me want to have all the thread drops, but I'm not going to dive deep into that until I continue and see how it works. This, I'm like, oh, this would be an easy one. There's literally 3 colors in this, so it's not like I would have to have a, you know, you'll see in a minute when I get down to my cinnamon stars. Should that be on thread drops? I don't know. So I still struggle with how to do my, how to use my DMCs and my fibers and whatnot. So I don't know if I'm making any sense. Some of them I have on bottoms, some of them I have on stitch bows. I started winding my specialty ones because it lets me change them more often. I don't know, you can barely see this container, but I can look down at them. So if I want to change a color, I can just go, oh, here's the pinks. There's my choices. If they're all hanging, I just don't do that. So I'm still trying to figure things out. I've been cross-stitching for almost 20 years. It is what it is. It's an ever-growing, changing thing. And Kitty Cat just came to join us. Oh no, that was the first time. That's been an epic. Oh, wow. It's real life in here. Okay, well, here you go. Anyway, moving on to next things. My next one on my pile here is I have to do it this way. The Snowflower Diaries. You can go on her blog and get these. These were put out like in 2016, and I just started it yesterday. This is February, so one duck head and one duck body, and I usually get these knocked out right at the beginning of every month, and I haven't decided how I'm going to display these yet. So I got that progress done on that yesterday. Now, on to my cinnamon stars. That is a new start for the month of February for the Virtual Stitchers group, which is a closed group, but you can request to join. There's questions to ask. Yeah. Anyway, so one of their sales they're doing for this month is cinnamon stars. You've all seen it. Tons of people are doing it. I am stitching it on 28 count toasted coconut. And this is all the farther I got yesterday, but it was so fun to stitch. I was dying. I was just like, this is so fun, those little tiny things. So we'll see. We'll see. I've never done a house. I'm sure I'll get to this house before I get to the house on Live Simply. But yeah. So this is what I mean. I am storing these. I have a little container. And I've bombinated my specialty threads so that I can just grab them. So, you know, then I go, the thread drop was so easy to pull fibers for. So jury's still out on what way is best for me to do that. Maybe it's just DMCs that I'll use thread drops for. We'll see. Anyway, another sale that I'm participating in is, this cat really wants to love on us today, is the Suffrage Acts by Stitching with the Sisterlies. You have seen this going around. This is huge for me, huge. So this is a 32 count Sandcastle Joblin, and I scored on getting the whole top part done, and I am so happy about it. Suffrage Act proclaimed. Now, why? Just a tidbit about history on me. In high school, I participated in what is known here locally as Hoosiers Girls State. So it was a competition and like two people from my high school got to go represent my high school at this mini city, to where for the weekend we ran a city. We voted. We oh my gosh, twice in one day. Cat attack. We learn about politics. We learn about what it takes to run a city. So it takes me back to my childhood of realizing that I really was into that a lot more. I still am. Women, we can change the world if we would just get together and leave all the pettiness behind. All right, off of that. My next piece of wonderful art that I've started, I belong to another Sal for the Stitching Book Club. She's going to do 4 books for this month. I've mentioned this before. It kind of like kicks me in the butt to get a classical literature read. So here is kind of like what the cover sheet looks like. to let you know. You buy her stuff on the Etsy. And I just keep saying, yes, I don't have, that's the only sheet I have. So, because the other one is just the pattern. And this is where I am. This fabric is not tea coffee dyed. It's RIT dyed by me. I used, believe it or not, I used a blue and a gray coal color because I was trying to make it look dirty. And check out, I don't know if you can even see it. That is not gray. It gave me like little purple splotches, but I love it. I'm hoping that it continues to pop. I think it looks better in person than it's showing up on this video, which happens. But yeah, I love it. I'm not caught up yet. I still have to do something on both of these ends, and then it'll be caught up on the sale, but yeah. Oh, I zipped it closed. Okay, so one other, I should mark how many of these are sows. That's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and here comes number 5. Cloud Factory Grimm's Fairy Tale Part 2 is dropped. I'm just showing you this cover page because I couldn't find my other paperwork. I am stitching it on Sea Glass by Be Stitch Me. I have a pathetic start. Do you see that? I literally have, that's the start of a donkey. I'm so far behind. My niece Sarah is doing this with us, or doing this stitch. She's the one that like hooked me into it. And she's like already almost done with the second drop of it. So yeah, it'll get there. That is my stitching. I also stitched on my mother's Afghan on Sunday, but I'm only going to show that probably twice a month. And that's what I would probably shoot for, just because the stitching progress is so slow. But I did get some color into a butterfly this week, so yeah. All right, so what have I hauled in and acquired and all the other things? Be Stitch Me. I joined what she refers to on her Facebook group as the Friday Night Fight Club. So what it does is she drops some pattern or fabrics that she has dyed for the week or whatever, and she posts them up, and you say, "Me, please," and whoever gets it first gets it first. So yeah, and I think she does that like before she releases to like her Etsy and whatnot. So it's like a first come. So go join the group, or maybe not. No, go join the group. She's super fun, and I love, love, love her fabrics. So what do I got? What did I get in that fight club? I got Periwinkle, a 16 count Ada. I am still an Ada gangster and Lugana person. This is fun, but I'm a neutral person too. So, and she knows that I'm on her monthly club. Oh, for the love of Pete, I'm on her monthly club, and it's the neutrals. I love her wild colors. I'm just a conservative little scaredy cat sometimes with my stitching. This is called Sandstorm. This is 18 count 18 count Ada. I wish this was showing up good for you, but you get the idea of her subtle modeling. It's not like in your face. And the last one is called Beachfront, and it's another 18 count. So yeah, I love her stuff. She's an awesome, awesome lady to follow on here on YouTube also. So not only does she do that, then she has some giveaways. She'll give away a couple pieces of fabric and patterns, whatnot. Well, I actually won a pattern, the Tiny Modernist, one stitch at a time. I've never stitched Tiny Modernist, so I am very much looking forward to popping this one in. Yeah. So that is what I got from Brandy's Friday Night Club and a haul. Whew, I just moved my pile from one side to the next. All right, I mentioned, oh, another haul. This is because of Stitch Rhodey. I watched, if you haven't watched her last Flosstube, go back and watch it. She is so cute. And I literally paused her video, went to Amazon, and purchased this product. And based on what she said, it's a game changer, and I, as I've already told you, have plans to do my Mirabilias in May, and she has Krynic that she uses. It is the death of me most of the time, but Stitch Rhodey had an example, and I am excited to share her thing. So it is called the Thread Zapper. I don't know if you can see, and I got some little refills also. But see those prongs and the wire? It throws current through the end of it, and she literally on her video zapped the end of the Krynic on both ends, and it didn't fray on her throughout the whole thing. So basically it melted it, just like you would do a rope that was coming untwined or whatnot. It's genius, genius. And she got this from her quilting world, I believe, is where she said the idea had came from or whatever. But it's a thread burner, basically. People, and then when I started looking into it, people were using this for jewelry making. People use this so whatever. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm excited to try it. It does say it cracks me up when I was reading the reviews on this, because there's several different ones, and they're like, when I got it, it didn't work. It needs a battery, folks. It doesn't come with a battery. It takes power to cause that current to work. So yeah, do that. I also purchased for Mania, I purchased 5 of these little ones. I really love the little ones for my projects. But now I don't know if I'm gonna do thread drops. Because my Mirillas are, I always say that half the time why I write, half the time wrong, are DMCs, and it was so easy to pull thread. I don't know. There is a lot. That would be a lot of thread drops. I'm telling you, hit me up. You hit me up on here. You hit me up on Insta. Tell me your thing. If you're a Mirabilia person, do you abominate them? Do you use thread drops? I need to know this before I dive deep into 5 projects and do all the things. But here's more of my little thread drops. They're just super cute. I had fun doing them. Yep. That's what they are. Okay, there's more craftiness. I was out of control this weekend. Y'all know I do the bags for myself, based on Vanna Pfeiffer's tutorial on how to make project bags. Well, I made a smaller template, and look at this little tiny thing. And it's got bees in it. Bees. It was super cute. I wish I could give you a perspective. I'll get a chart out in a minute and give you a perspective. It's about a 5x7. This one is. The other ones hold like that cinnamon stars. One whole thing goes in there. So, another thing I got crafty on, I put it out there on my Instagram. I had purchased some de-stressor stain. I'm not even calling it right, and I don't have it easy. Anyway, it's these little tiny spray bottles, and I had said, could you use that after you dye something with RIT to give it a little bit of more something? And people are like, oh, I've done it. Oh, I've not. Yeah, give it a try. So I did. This I RIT dyed using tan and pearl gray. And I don't know if you can get, but this is the back side, because I used the distressor on this side. So it's a spray bottle. I don't know. You can see the heavy drops, because you can see those on this side too. But do you see I hope you can see this. So I had fun doing it. I think I over spritzed this side. When I don't have a thing in planned for this, it's just to go into my arsenal of fabrics to use. I did save into jars. I usually just dump my extra dye, but I saved the tan and the gray this time because I love how it came out for this. And I will decide when I figure out a piece that I want to stitch on this, whether I use the side that's really oversaturated or I use the side to where some of that de-stressor just kind of bled through. But I liked it. I would do it again. It was fun. Yeah, I would totally do it again. So that's it for my crafting for the week. I had a busy little crafting weekend, but I had fun. So next thing I want to talk to you about is my February crafting, because it is February the 4th today. So most of my projects that I've already gone through, I will be using for different things also this month. I got my binder so full. Look. All right, I'm going to go through this with you. I don't even know if you can read this. I'm going to try to read backwards and probably screw it up. So the word for this month is leap year 20. So for the letter L, I'm going to leap into the stitching book club. So I didn't start my Three Musketeers until February hit so that it could be part of this. Yeah, so that is the L. E is enjoy this stitch. It's my daisy. I love my Nora Corbett daisy. I'm gonna pop you a picture of her, or show you what she looks like. I don't have these ones prepped to tell you what the fabric is, so I know this is nothing fancy. This is just an antique, but I am enjoying stitching her. So that is going to be. And if you don't know when I said stitch bow earlier, if you don't know what that is, this is an old system my sister and I did. That DMC came out with for a hot minute. They're these things. I'm gonna make a mess here. They're these things, see? And then they go in these holders, and how it works is when your DMC is this long already, so you just like finagle it on here, and I don't have to sit and twine, so it's an easy like reload. But I just pop these in here. And I love this system too. See the struggle. I have 3 different systems going. I have the stitch bows, I have them bombinated, and now I'm going to do thread drops. I don't know which one is the perfect fit for me yet. Maybe it's all. Maybe it just depends on the project. That would probably be more my style. All right, back to this. A is my Afghan, my butterfly. So I stitch that on Sundays. P is falling for Cinnamon Stars because that's a Plum Street sampler. And that was new for this month. Live Simply, stitch through the, Y is Live Simply, stitch through the years. That is my daily stitch. Everyone votes, the suffrage act. So E is for everyone. A is Snowflower Diaries, February 1. It is animals, so there is a duck. R is Hello Spring from Plum Street Sampler. And I have that. How does that represent R? Because there's a rabbit on there. I'm digging because I want to show you. This is a double thingy. If you haven't seen this before, I'm sure you have. I'm dedicated to stitching these this year, so Hello Spring. I think it'll be pretty quick. I didn't know if this would fit here, but it doesn't look like it would. This would still have to be a little bit bigger in order for that. So yeah. So I had intended for this for me like for like a notions bag. Opie, stop. So or that it would be like my scissors and stuff that I could just, you can see I've got bags everywhere, so I could just grab this and it goes from thing to thing. It would also fit other tiny ones like this tiny modernist. See, that would fit in there. So, and maybe I just need to modify the pattern and make this a little bit bigger also. We'll see. For the 2021 Nation Sal, my American flag, come join me if you're not. It's a lot of fun to do. 1 star, 1 state, a week, and we're gonna rock this. And the last is the 0. In this one, I have 0 motivation. for the whip go for the month of February. All right, so my squares that were called were Dream Big and Noel, and I'm just going to show them to you. And really, I think I mentioned this in my last video, but since it's February, we're going to pop in and show you this. So this is... I actually like this chart a lot. So it is Dream Big by Country Cottage Needlework. I'm going to probably work on that big old carrot. I think that's the point. Oh, or not. I don't know. It's stitched on just a regular linen, and it's tea dyed by me. Look, I didn't even remember that. This almost looks professional. That cracks me up. It's by me. So this chart is super cute. The only reason I was like zero motivation, I'm just not ready for Easter stuff. I don't know. I guess I may, once I jump into it, it may be like, what was I thinking? I'm ready for Easter stuff. But this one I'm definitely not, and my friend Julie is stitching this, and I'm gonna do it. We all know it, we love it. I started stitching it. It's Noel. My sister rocked it and got it done. The dark fabric is the reason I struggle, and I've done all the tricks, the white, all that stuff. I don't know, 32 count Lugana, and this is just, it's a solo dye lot, so I acquired it from my sister. But yeah, it actually is so fun, and I like the contrast on the fabric, so maybe I was just overwhelmed at Christmas, and it'll be better this time around. We'll see. But those are the two Whip Go boards for me for this month. And this is my February acrostic to knock it out. And that's that. So that takes care of my plans. Sorry for looking down and away from you. The last little thing I have is a giveaway. I know, I didn't mention that at all until right now. So if you stuck around, then here you go. I was picking up those fibers at my L&S and saw this magazine, and I was like, hey, why don't you throw that in there? And I scanned through it, and there's a few things in here I would be interested in cross-stitching, but it wasn't like and this is what I would be interested in cross-stitching, but you know what? I've got so much stuff on my plate for this year. I'm passing this along. So, if you are interested at all, actually, here's what's going to happen. Everyone that comments on this is going to be entered into this. So, no special thing. I'm just going to do random comment, not filter it next time. So, share, give me some love. Leave me some comments. Tell me what you're up to. Give me ideas in regards to how you do your flosses. All the things. That's what I'm looking for. All the things. So, that's all I got for you this week. Yeah, I feel like I said a lot. Had cat interruptions. Had the dogs barking. We really just had all the things this week, didn't we? This coming weekend, as far as plans, I have my little local group where we get together to stitch and meet and stitch. We're meeting up this coming Sunday at the local hospital. Super excited about it. There's a couple of new people that are going to try to make it, so hopefully they will be there. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that get together. Other than that, I'm just going to keep on doing me and doing my thing around here. So I hope you keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm going to send you much love. Bye.